Hello, and thank you for joining our Meet a Poet Monday virtual series. This episode is being recorded. Please remember to keep your microphone muted at all times. We hope that this Zoom meeting serves as a way for you to connect with a current student and hear about their poet experience live. Please ask our student questions throughout the session by unmuting your microphone or by using the chat box feature to write your questions, and I will read them out loud. So to start, my name is Ashley Maui Lopez, and I'm a member of the advancement team here at Whittier College, and I will be hosting the series. I've been at the college for 4 years. I also have our Director of Development, Alex Popescu, assisting with all the behind-the-scenes work. Thank you for that, Alex. And thank you, everyone, for your time and for working this into your Monday virtual routine. Now, let me introduce to you our second-year student, Grace Hagan Martin, class of 2022. Hi, Grace. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you all for having me today. I'm actually in the beach, so there's nothing to not be happy about right now.
Great. Thank you for your presence today and for making this call fit into your schedule. I sure wish I was at the beach, Grace.
Yeah, it's great out here. I'm located in Huntington Beach right now, and so the beach is literally right there, but you can't see it right now.
Beautiful. Can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Grace. I am actually from La Mirada, California, born and raised. A couple of my hobbies include like hanging out with family, cooking, eating, of course, going out to eat. Can't really do that right now because of COVID. And I also love traveling. I've actually been to 106 countries, and I've been to all 7 continents. So traveling is definitely a huge part of who I am. And I think one of the questions I get asked a lot is like what my favorite country is. My favorite country is definitely Italy, more specifically like Como is like my favorite city in the world. It's just drop dead gorgeous, and the culture, food, everything of Italy is amazing. So yeah, that's a little more about me.
Very cool. It's so exciting, and it's great for us to hear that you've been to 106 countries. Oh my goodness, the world traveler you are, Grace.
It's an amazing opportunity I was blessed with, for sure.
Awesome. Now, why did you choose Whittier College?
So again, I was born and raised in La Mirada, and when choosing colleges, I definitely wanted to be at home. I love hanging out with family. I love my family a lot. I'm very close with them. So I definitely wanted to stay at home. When picking colleges, actually my sister, I have 5 siblings, and my older sister used to play basketball games at Whittier. And I remember coming to campus all the time and playing when I was like probably 7 or 8 years old. And then when I was older, I went to Whittier Christian High School, and so our football games were actually located at Whittier College. So Whittier College has always been on like with my memories and childhood and whatnot, and so it's definitely a great fit for me. I love the class sizes. That's like the best for me because I was transitioning into a smaller class size, and then we also had smaller class sizes at college. So I really love Whittier. I've tried to make the best experience out of it, and it's better than I even thought it would be, for sure.
Great. It sounds like Whittier was destined to be your college at such a young age. So, great. So what are you currently studying and some of your aspirations?
Yeah, so currently I am studying political science, and my minor is business. So I'm gonna try to do, after college, I'm gonna try to do a dual JD and MBA program. I'm not sure where. I hope it will lead to maybe going into the United Nations is like my big dream goal. And then also even working for a nonprofit organization. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it, but I know I definitely want to do something international. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Nice. You sound very driven, and I certainly think you can make a difference. Whittier is going to help you achieve those goals. So, what was your favorite or most challenging class that you have taken so far at Whittier?
Definitely my favorite class would have to be my international relations class. Previously, in my other 2 years, I was a business major, so I kind of changed into political science because of this class. Um, for sure, it was my favorite class because of the discussions we had in class and connecting what it means for corporations, governments, and individuals to be part of like a global system. The person who taught the class was Professor Kaufman. She actually retired last year, but I definitely fell in love with the way she taught the class. I don't have the book on hand, but I would show you if I could. It's actually her book that she used during our class, so that was also a great insight. Yeah, it was just an amazing class. I had amazing discussions with my peers too, just about everything in the system. When you think of international relations, you definitely think of a big, overwhelming sense, but she definitely made it very categorized. And so it was definitely easy to learn for sure. Yeah.
Great. It sounds like that course really ignited your passion for political science and confirmation you chose the perfect major for yourself.
For sure.
So, what has been the most interesting class that you've taken outside of your major?
So when coming into Whittier, I was definitely very interested in environmental studies. And so I actually did intro to environmental science class, which actually led to one of my favorite classes, which was sustainable development. It was a tied environmental class with business. It was definitely amazing understanding the difference between what businesses and corporations can do to achieve a more sustainable way of having products, shipping, whatnot. The emphasis on the class was people, profit, and planet. So I learned a lot of different things about how to be eco-friendly when it comes to business, as well as just learning more about different corporations, how they work, marketing within that. So it was definitely a great class, and I really loved it and enjoyed it a lot.
Nice. What an interesting way to combine business structures and the environment. Sounds fun. What types of clubs and organizations have you been part of at Whittier?
I've been a part of a lot at Whittier. When I got started at Whittier, I was introduced my first week to the previous ASWC president, which was Destiny Moya, if anyone doesn't know. She was actually commuter rep when I met her. And so she was also director of WC Rock. And when she was talking at the commuter meetup we were at, she definitely dived into a lot of the things I was also interested in. And so I tried to connect right away with her. I got started on WC The Rock. For those who don't know, WC The Rock is the student platform for students by students, basically outlining events that happen on campus, trying to make it more simple for students to go to where they are. We just market and take photos at events. So I definitely got involved with that immediately. I fell in love with it. It definitely got me involved with student campus a lot. I knew a lot more than any other freshman would know about campus because you kind of got deep into different departments on campus, as well as different events that were happening. Within that, I actually got promoted to be the director of WC The Rock. And so it was a great opportunity to lead a team, and it definitely developed my professional skills as well. Understanding how to talk to staff, faculty, outside community members as well. It definitely got me connected to the Uptown Association and whatnot. So that was a great opportunity for me. I love it. I'm still currently the director of WC The Rock. It's one of my passions for sure. And I also got involved on my first year as commuter representative on ASWC Senate. If those who don't know, ASWC is the student body or organization on campus, like the student government. And so I was actually appointed to be commuter rep. And that was an amazing opportunity again in my first year that I got to be a part of. I learned a lot about also different departments on campus. I created events as well, so that was an amazing opportunity. I created 2 commuter lunches, and it was great trying to help the student body with student life and whatnot for commuter students, because they kind of make up about 52% of the population. So it was definitely a big crowd to cater towards, and I was really excited about my experience on that. And then also I was a part of the orientation marketing team. So basically what we did is we created videos for incoming freshmen to understand the campus more. And so that was definitely a great opportunity I had last summer. It was amazing working throughout the summer with other students that were passionate about student life as well. And then I've been a part of a lot, so I'm just trying to list them all for you. So I was also the student representative on the strategic task force, and that task force actually was led by President Oubre. A couple of students were led onto the task force for about 2 year span on that, and it's just developing what your college needs to work on, what are the avenues we need to cater more towards, what are students perspective on the college as well. So it was definitely a great opportunity for me to be a part of that was outside of student life, but more in the I guess overhead faculty side of everything as far as Whittier College. Yeah.
Wow, that's great how you're so involved on campus. Politics is definitely in your blood. You should be so proud of all your accomplishments, Grace.
Thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the donors who support you and other Whittier students?
Yeah, so when picking Whittier College, of course, every student's mind frame is how can I afford college? And one of the great things about Whittier is I actually got the John Greenleaf Scholarship, which allowed me to go to school at a much lesser burden on me and my family. And so that was when choosing Whittier, it was definitely my first choice because it was an amazing school in general. And then on top of the scholarship as well, it was just an opportunity I couldn't not take. And so it definitely helped me overall achieve more professional skills that I have, as well as getting involved with student life, networking. It's been an amazing opportunity at Whittier, even in my first 2 years, and I can't wait for the next two for sure. So thank you to all the donors who've ever donated to Whittier College to help me and all my other peers succeed academically and also professionally.
I couldn't agree with you more, Grace. We are very lucky to have generous donors. Big thank you to them all.
Mhm.
Where is your favorite place to hang out at the college?
My favorite place is actually, I would make this a routine of mine. I would go every Friday on top of the SLC rooftop and I would hang out up there. I would try to finish my homework for the weekend so I can just have the weekend to just relax and have fun. It was a great spot. You could see the views. I love views and yeah, it was amazing. There's a lot of greenery up there. Yeah, it's with a good day and good weather, you can definitely see a lot of things.
Yeah, I second that response. The college has hosted several events on the rooftop, and the views are breathtaking, especially when the sun sets. It's really pretty. How have things changed for you recently with this new way of living and learning?
Yeah, a lot of different things have changed. As I said before, I'm definitely very involved in student life. So I was used to coming to school from 9 a.m. and leaving at 10 o'clock at night, just studying and whatnot. So it was definitely a change of pace when I had to just stay at home for most of my curriculum for the rest of the semester with COVID. It was definitely challenging at times being alone because I was used to being very involved, I don't know, I saw a lot of people, a lot of community that I had. And then it felt very isolating after just learning at home, just being in your own room for as long as you could for classes and whatnot. And so definitely it was a balance of personal life and academic for a long time. And it was a big struggle, but luckily towards the end, it was good. I actually got the best grades I've gotten in a while. So that was a great opportunity for me to just like focus on school with COVID as well. It definitely was challenging, but overall, I tried to push so hard on it and it worked out for me.
Great, I agree. Taking care of your well-being is very important, and getting adjusted to this new normal hasn't been easy for many. But like you said, we are definitely becoming more resilient, and we have to be grateful for the good in our lives. And congrats to you that you finished out the semester strong. You should be proud of yourself for that.
Thank you.
So, what do you look forward to the most in the near future, Grace?
I'm definitely looking forward to being back on campus, seeing my friends again, having that time with them. Of course, social distancing. I'm also looking forward to in the fall. I'm going to have a poet internship with the Dean of Students office as far as doing more WC the Rock related stuff, but expanding that into other marketing fields So I'm very excited for that. It's going to be a great opportunity. I'm also working during the summer as a student marketing specialist, I believe. So I'll be doing, again, helping with orientation, develop mechanisms to show students, incoming students, how Whittier College operates, what departments they have, what resources they can get. So it's definitely, I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the year.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Grace, for your time here. Before we wrap up, I just want to see if there's any questions for Grace in the chat box. So let me look. Let's see here. Oh, we do have some questions. So we have from Bill and Sally Francis. Bill's class of 64 from Pasadena, California. He asks, what countries have you not been to that are at the top of your list?
Yeah, so one of the countries I really want to go to is United Emirates, I believe, United Arab Emirates. Yeah, it's look where Dubai is, basically. I really want to go there. I think there's going to be a poet opportunity to go there through the school, I believe, through business classes. I'm not sure yet. I did talk to the specialist, but we'll see. I really want to go to Dubai. I think it's a great opportunity, definitely different culture. I haven't experienced yet. Trying to think of another place I haven't been to. Oh, South Africa. I have not been to South Africa yet, and I would love to explore that. One of my bucket list things is to shark cage dive. So I definitely want to do that in South Africa. So that's one of my like bucket list goals. So I would love to go there as well.
Fun. You can also plan a safari while you're out there. I love it.
For sure. Yeah.
He also asks favorite non-major classes. He was a political science major also. He says roughly, okay, so roughly how many political science majors? So first, answer the first question. So first non-major classes. Favorite non-major classes, that is.
Favorite non-major class. I have to think of it. I actually had my INTD class was about green movements, and I really loved that class. It was more of a writing based class. It definitely learned my skills in writing, as well as just overall understanding how the college worked, because it is an INTD class. It was a great class. I had it with Professor Carmine, and she was my advisor for the beginning of the year. So I really love that class. I developed a lot of my friends also from that class as well. So yeah, that was one of my favorite classes that were non-major.
Great. So then he asks also roughly how many political science majors? So if you have an estimate, how many if you think?
I think there's about, I want to say, so my professor is Professor Norden as my advisor for now my political science major. So I think on the email list, there's about 50 or 60 political science majors. I know a lot of the political science majors are actually on student government. So a lot of them are really my close friends as well. Yeah, I actually, when I changed to political science, it was definitely an easy transition because I love those classes. I was always drawn to them. And so it was the best decision I've made for changing my major, for sure.
Great answer. We have something, from Jessica Cobb. We have, my sister-in-law lived in Dubai for 6 years and recently came back to the States. If you don't visit through a school program, let me know if I can provide recommendations.
I would love that. Yeah, I can put my email in the chat, and you all can email me if you have any recommendations for any other country. I would love to go someday for sure. Once school's out, of course.
Awesome. Great. And if anyone has any more questions, feel free to utilize the chat box feature, or you can also unmute yourself and you can ask Grace any question you'd like right now. So either or works. Give it a few minutes. In the meantime, Grace, what would you say would be your second favorite country if you had to choose? You said Italy number one. If you had to choose another one.
Second favorite. I'm trying to think not in Europe. Because I would say Greece, but I feel like that's too It's too close together. I'm trying to think of another one. Australia. Oh my gosh. How could I forget? When I was in Australia, we actually went to Sydney, and I think I was 7 or 8 years old when I went, and I just remember it being magical. We went to Hamilton Island, if you all know where that is located. It's right off the coast of where the Great Barrier Reef is, and we got to stay on that island for a little while, and then also we got to travel out to the Great Barrier Reef, and we went snorkeling there. I loved it. I loved seeing all it was so colorful, and it was such a beautiful place, just naturally. Yes, it was a great place. It was probably my second favorite. I would love to go back again, and just experience it more as more of an adult now.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds fun. We have another question from Kelly Bronson. She asks, what advice do you have for incoming poets?
Yeah, so I've actually a lot of incoming poets. This question seems to be asked a lot. I would definitely say get involved as soon as possible, because Whittier is such a small campus where you can really dive deep into different departments, and you don't have to just stick to one thing. It's definitely, as the liberal arts curriculum is, it's very well-rounded and definitely different things. So yeah, I would definitely say get involved to incoming students. I think a lot of students are afraid to get involved, but it's definitely a great opportunity. It's been one of the biggest growths in my life for sure. Just getting involved my first couple days on campus, and it's led me to amazing opportunities, and I couldn't imagine otherwise. Yeah.
Great response. Now, if we don't have any more questions, and if anyone would like to unmute themselves, feel free to do that as well right now. I don't see any more in our chat room. So if not, I think we can go ahead and wrap this up. So, well, thank you again so much to all of our attendees and for your support of our students. We really appreciate it. Please join us next week for a Meet a Poet Monday at 2 p.m. We will connect with a second-year student, Madison Alvarez. She's a sophomore at Whittier College and is majoring in political science and minoring in organizational leadership. During her time at Whittier, she is a member of the Athenian Society and Model UN. We will be sending out the next invitation soon, along with the recording of this video. Madison is eager to connect with you all and share her poet experience so far. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your week, everyone. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Grace.
Everyone.